everybody. Thank you so much for starting off another week. This time, the middle of May is where we'll begin this one. Well, just about within a few hours, nevertheless, of splitting the month in half. It's the 15th day of the 5th month, and what a beautiful day it has been. And in fact, thanks to some high pressure that's going to rule the roost, we're going to see some nice, albeit warm, and maybe even a hint of muggy in there too, but some really nice days for the next several, and rain chances holding off until late Thursday night, early Friday morning at this hour. After that, well, we'll talk about that after some other news and information. Headlines tonight will include a wonderful ceremony today, a follow-up on a first-of-its-kind event, the Echo Showcase at our Magoffin County High School on behalf of the students of the middle and high school. Well, some of those students were before the Magoffin County Community Foundation today, and I'll go through all of that in its detail in just a few moments. We'll also talk about another one involved in the largest disability fraud scheme, or one of the largest in the nation, to plead guilty, this time Judge David Doherty, in the case against he and Eric C. Kahn. That happening over the course of late Friday, over the course of the weekend being released. And some other news and information. A new week means a new community calendar and much, much more. Starting off right now, former Eastern Kentucky Suboxone Clinic doctor has been indicted on fraud, also for theft, and improperly prescribing Suboxone. Attorney General Andy Beshear in his Office of Medicaid Fraud and Abuse just today announced an 8-count indictment of a former Eastern Kentucky Suboxone Clinic doctor, Dr. Curtis Edens, 57, most recently of Hardyville, South Carolina, was indicted by a Lawrence County, Kentucky grand jury just last month on 2 counts of Medicaid fraud, 1 count of improperly prescribing a controlled substance, 1 count of theft by deception over $500, all are Class D felonies, and 4 counts of theft by deception over $10,000, Class C felonies. The allegations involve Evans's operating of a now closed Lawrence County Suboxone Clinic just last year, though, and fraudulently charging Medicaid recipients cash for his services. Medicaid specifically prohibits providers from billing cash for services that are covered by the program. Beshear's office also alleges that in 2011 and 12, Edens improperly prescribed Suboxone to his patients from his clinic in Louisa. Substance abuse, says Beshear, is the single greatest threat to our Commonwealth, and the wrongful prescribing of Suboxone is now flooding our communities with yet another drug that is killing our children, destroying our families, and scarring our neighborhoods. While they are honest, he says, legal Suboxone clinics that do provide real and needed treatment in our state, the rogue clinics who value money over lives, must be shut down. The Office of Attorney General was assisted in the arrest of Edens by the Jasper County Sheriff's Department in South Carolina on the 12th, just last week. Edens waived extradition and will now be brought to Kentucky. The Lawrence County Circuit Court will be where he will be arraigned. However, no date for a court appearance has been given as of right now. For the second time in less than a month, actually, in about 2 weeks or so, a threat has briefly locked down the Sheldon Clark High School just a couple of weeks ago. Towards the first of this month, a student was expelled after a threatening note. A bomb threat was, as I told you on that day, written on a bathroom stall. This morning, another note was found in the bathroom saying that a shooting was imminent, specifically that a shooting was going to happen at 9 o'clock this morning. The school was locked down and was completely investigated. For a short time, it was locked down while officials continued to search the premises. It was then around 9:30 or so that the lockdown was lifted. However, 2 students were being questioned at my last report by school and law enforcement authorities. We'll pick up local headlines, and while it's not a local story, it is one that has garnered the attention of many, and some of those who, of course, whose cases were left in the balance, that of the Eric C. Kahn case and that of Judge David B. Doherty. Doherty now pleading guilty in the case. I'll be right back.
To get high-speed internet on their state-of-the-art fiber optic network for all of your home and business solutions, or to watch TV without a contract on over 200 digital channels with superb quality, or stay connected with family and friends with 24/7 telephone service you can always depend on, contact Foothills Broadband today. Or just click on their link to the right to find out how they're working to provide the latest in communications at affordable prices with exceptional service at Foothills Broadband.
It was called Echo, and it was a showcase of our talented young people here in Magoffin County. And it was an event that was also designed about getting those same young people involved in our community. The fruits of their labors seen today when they met with the Community Day Foundation, or the Magoffin County Community Foundation, and its head, Scotty Patrick, and other board members, as those students, at least a portion of which representing them as a whole, brought the Community Foundation a donation. Last month, the Magoffin County High School and Harold Whitaker Middle School parents, family, and the community at large were all treated to a talent showcase, properly dubbed ECHO, Empower, Community, Help Others. As I reported to you before, an effort supported and originated by the Magoffin County Community Foundation, Scotty B. Patrick and Joyce Joseph and other members, and School Superintendent Scott Hilton, who quickly jumped on board. It was an evening to focus on and showcase the vast talents of our middle and high school students, whether it be in music, choir, welding, nursing, drama, dance, and other skills and aptitudes that they've learned. With the idea not only being to put these young people and their talents under the spotlight, but to get them directly involved with the community, beginning with raising money at the door and then donating that money to the Community Day Foundation to further their long-standing efforts. And today, during a meeting of the Magoffin County Community Foundation members, Scotty B. Patrick, Donna Saggers, Saggersville National Bank, J.R. Dunn, as well as Jane Higgins, the program officer with Bluegrass Community Foundation, a financial and advisory partner of the Community Foundation, were joined by a host of students who were there to present the foundation with a very well-earned check.
Well, I was very excited about it when we first started. I've taught here for 41 years, and I know the talent we have, and I know the way that kids are willing to give back. And I just thought it would be good to start out with this and then each year add to or build up bigger and better.
I think it showed really what Magoffin County High School had to offer, and the middle school. I mean, you know, like the past couple of years, all you really see is sports, but you didn't really see the talents that the kids had that wasn't shown publicly, and I think that it really focused on like singing, art, welding,
electricity.
It showed
a lot of talents
that people normally don't get to see.
It was a lot of fun. You know, we sang at the choir, and the cheerleaders, we gave a performance, and it was just a good experience.
This was the whole purpose of the event, was to teach our kids about community and what it took to be a part of the community. And what I personally wanted to do was to have them learn the valuable lesson of giving back to your community. And Joyce came and talked with me, and Scotty and Joyce had talked about a project or something. And from there, I just kind of thought a little bit out, and Joyce ran with it. And she did a great job organizing the event and working with the school and with our teachers, and everybody kind of bought into it. And Mr. Patrick, he's been great with our kids and working with us and just kind of allowing us some freedom. And then we today was the presentation of the funds that were generated that night.
Of course, as you well know, the foundation has been sponsoring the Community Day for many, many years, and we raise money for the various charities and so forth. And one of the things that we've been trying to do over the years is to get more of our young people involved. And so when this concept came up, it seemed just like a great idea to let them learn about how you go about raising money for charity and then participating in projects that help people. So our whole concept here is really to help the people of Magoffin County work for themselves to make the county a better place to live and work. And the money that's raised here will go towards that. But as Joyce has said many times, at least in this effort, just getting the kids involved and understanding how the process works and getting them, or their enthusiasm is a real good start.
And listening to them today, they're already talking of the next showcase and a lot of student involvement in the upcoming Community Day, which will be here before you know it, and a lot of other big projects and ideas that they've got. This is going to be the first of a lot of really positive things involving our young people and our community and, of course, the Community Foundation. I'll be right back. Sentencing has been set for toward the end of August for former administrative judge David Black, or David B. Doherty, 81, currently of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, who officially pleaded guilty before U.S. District Judge Danny Reeves of the Eastern District of Kentucky to an information charging him with 2 counts of receiving illegal gratuities. He pleaded guilty in federal court late Friday for his role in a scheme to fraudulently obtain more than $550 million in federal disability payments from the Social Security Administration for thousands of Kahn's clients. 81-year-old David Black Doherty was an administrative law judge at the Social Security Hearing Office in Huntington, West Virginia. For more than 2 decades, his primary responsibility was to adjudicate disability claims on behalf of the Social Security Administration. He admitted during his guilty plea that from November of 2004 through April of 2011, Doherty accepted more than $600,000 in cash from Kahn in more than 3,100 cases for awarding disability benefits to Kahn's clients. And furthermore, in an effort to conceal the source of those cash payments, he divided them into various bank branches and accounts. He also admitted that he sought out Kahn's cases pending with the Huntington Hearing Office, and then he would contact Kahn and tell him what type of medical evidence to submit in support of disability findings, and then awarded benefits to claimants represented by Kahn without holding any hearings. And as a result, Kahn ultimately got paid himself more than $7 million in representation fees from the Social Security Administration, and Doherty further obligated the Social Security Administration to pay that more than $550 million in lifetime benefits to claimants. Doherty was indicted on April the 1st of last year alongside Kahn and a clinical psychologist, Alfred Bradley Adkins of Pikeville. They were all charged with conspiracy and fraud and false statements and money laundering and other related offenses in connection with the scheme. Kahn, as I already told you, has pleaded guilty to the fraud scheme just a few weeks ago. As for Adkins, he is still awaiting trial. We also can tell you that Kahn faces up to 12 years himself. His sentencing is set for July the 14th. Doherty, once again, his sentencing is set for August the 25th of this year. Birthday wishes going out to Eddie Gibson, Eddie Boo Boo Gibson, that is. A lot of love from Mom, Dad, and his brother Tyrell. Eddie's birthday was Saturday, so he's a few years older than he turned on Saturday. Don't know how old that is, but I know that Eddie Gibson is wished a very happy birthday tonight from Mom, Dad, and your brother Tyrell. Happy birthday to you. Before I go on to other calendar announcements brought to you by Magoffin Farm Bureau, I just got this in. The Sagersville, well, it actually came in this afternoon. Nevertheless, the Sagersville City Council meeting that would have normally been set or held tonight has been canceled due to a lack of quorum. That meeting is to be reset and will be notified, and then we'll notify you just as soon as it is. Now, on to other announcements. The Community Substance Abuse Awareness Education Program is brought to you by the Magoffin County Safe Coalition, and it's going to be at the Health Department day after tomorrow at 1 o'clock. This is a presentation by Regional Prevention Center officials and Unite as well. This is free, and they're hoping as much of the public will attend this Community Substance Abuse Awareness Education. We can never learn too much about the ongoing battles that all of us face in regards to substance abuse. A reminder, this is the week for the tire collection program here in Magoffin County. If you have any questions, you can call the judge's office or solid waste coordinator, Frankie Collett, at 496-6179. But it's this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Thursday and Friday, 8 till 4, Saturday, 8 until noon, right beside the Rumpke station there, beside the horse park on 460 on your right out of town. Now, this is for individuals only. No tire companies, no garages, no scrap yards, and tires have to be off the rim. But otherwise, if you've got some old tires, you want to discard them for free, all you have to do is drop them off Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. This just in from the Harold Whitaker Middle School. The Site-Based Decision-Making Council has rescheduled the special meeting, which was originally set for tomorrow. It's now been moved up to Thursday at 3 o'clock in the school's conference room. Once again, a special meeting of the Harold Whitaker Middle School Site-Based Council Thursday at 3. And now they're just down to a few days and counting, a week from this coming Saturday. So I'll be reminding you over the course of the next couple of weeks from time to time. But for all classmates of the Sagersville High School, this is an all-class reunion. If you went there one year, all your years, any year from 37 to 79, the Sagersville High School
All-class reunion is coming up on Saturday the 27th at North Magoffin Elementary. Starts at 3 that afternoon, lasts till 10:30 that night. Dinner is provided. They'll dance to the oldies with a DJ playing great hits from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Little country, you never know. Dress code is casual. Mark your calendar, May the 27th. If you have any questions, there are a couple of classmate numbers on the bottom of your screen. And that will wrap up announcements for me for this evening, with the exception of reminding you that if you have an announcement, birthday, or anniversary, send it in. Tell me about it. I'll tell everyone else. Just get it here any way that you see before you, or you can always drop it off at the studio on East Maple Street in Sayersville.
Well, it's quickly winding down, that being the school year. Also, the senior trip, for that matter, by the way, most parents aware of, senior parents that is, but the Magoffin County High School senior class departed Washington, D.C. earlier today en route to Virginia Beach, where I think their schedule may be a little more lax, but they've had a wonderful time, and over the course of the past several days, they have spent from 7 in the morning to well late at night, taking in every monument, every bit of history and information that they could in Washington, D.C., and they've had a ball doing it, and now they're on to Virginia Beach, where they'll spend the rest of their trip before returning later this week. Now, what I was originally going into is that school is now winding down. I think 5 days of class left in the Magoffin County School District. As far as baseball is concerned, the boys are going to be back in action this Friday, and the girls are going to be in action. They actually had a road game tonight. The Lady Hornets have a couple of home games left on the regular season schedule, mind you, while the boys don't. They've got 2 road games. The next home game for the Lady Hornets will be this Thursday, and they've got a couple thereafter, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, to be specific, and we'll be trying to get to as many of those as possible, but just to let you know. And here's letting you know what's happening at us weather-wise. The 80s, a lot of sun, all due to a lot of high pressure.
And a lot of smiles, I would have to say. I'm still well into the 80s at the end of the 6 o'clock show. We should back off to about 58 degrees under mostly clear skies tonight, and nothing more than a calm wind to wrap up your Monday. Beautiful. Tomorrow, don't be surprised, and expect a little patchy fog in some area. Once again, mid and upper 80s throughout the first half of the week, and then some. 87 on your Tuesday, nothing but sunny, clear, much like today. Very, very nice and very, very warm, and you'll even get a bit of a muggy feeling as we roll on through your forecast. My midweek, sunny and 88. Don't be surprised if we don't tick a 90 or 2 there on the old thermometer. 66 for nighttime lows, only a few clouds late. And there's at least one more sure dry day in your forecast, and that will be Thursdays. There is a chance of some showers, but we're talking really Friday morning. So let's just go into Thursday with more sunshine, more 80s, right around 85 or so, and a low of 65, but mostly sunny. Definitely mostly nice. That 30% chance of showers is a sign of things that are going to start to get a little bumpy thereafter. But Thursday night and technically 3 or 4 o'clock Friday morning, we'll start to see about a 30% chance of some showers and thunderstorms roll in. Now, that into your Friday will increase up to about a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms early Friday and through the afternoon and evening hours as well. 82 and 63, you'll see that those clouds and a few rain chances will put temperatures back down, still into the 80s, but low 80s, mind you. And for your weekend, which is now one day closer, if you want to look at it like that, as I do, Saturday, 84, partly sunny. We'll have a 40% chance of some showers and storms. I'm hoping to see more sun than showers or storms, and right now that's the forecast, at 40% chance of showers. 84, 63, the latter half of Sunday, another front comes, and that will knock temperatures possibly back down into the 70s and give us maybe a better shot of some rain. But my theory is when you don't like the weekend forecast at this point, just remind yourself that it's still a long ways away and can and will probably change, and hopefully for the better. Not that it's all that bad right now. Bottom line is right now, between now and Thursday, we've got the 80s, upper 80s, and a lot of sunshine to enjoy.
Wrap it up for tonight. Thank you for being a part of the show. We hope to see you back here tomorrow. We've already got some other news and announcements and a few stories that might be breaking on tomorrow's program, so be sure and join us then. Have a good night.